The number 25 Arizona State Sun Devils are fresh off a dominant win over the Colorado Buffaloes. So the question is, where will Arizona State fall in the latest college football playoff rankings? Anthony Totri, Erik Ruby from PHNX Sun Devils. Rubus, it wasn't necessarily the prettiest first three quarters from Arizona State, but a dominant fourth. Obviously, the team scoring 42 points, in a number of teams in the late teens and early 20s in the last CFP rankings lost. So where do you see Arizona State headed in Tuesday night's rankings?
This is a tough one because honestly, the way that they played against a really bad Colorado team, I would not be surprised if the college ball ranking voters who actually watch games actually dropped them out since they were already at 25 because of what those three quarters looked like and because of the quality of opponent. Like, let's just be honest here. Colorado is one of the worst teams in the Power Four right now. They're the second worst team in the Big 12 for my money, only second to Oklahoma State, who literally hasn't won a Big 12 game since 2023. So I wouldn't be shocked if they get dropped out. That being said, they did put up 21 unanswered in the fourth quarter. They did put up 40, and they won by almost 30. I think they go to 24. I don't think they go up a ton.
Really?
I don't think they drop out. I think they go to 24.
Wow. Okay, so first off, I think you're crazy for thinking that they get dropped out after a 42 to 17 win. There's no chance they get dropped after a 35-point win. Literally a zero chance. And again, a number of teams in front of them lost their games. I think, again, I understand where you're coming from, where it's like it wasn't pretty, but at the end of the day, a dub is a dub. And considering a bunch of teams in front of them didn't get that dub, right? Whether they played good football for four quarters and still lost or not, doesn't matter. They lost the game. So I would be very, very surprised if they moved up only one spot. Again, I do not see a world where they completely fall out. I think realistically, we're talking about Arizona State being somewhere between 20 and 22. So I'll meet in the middle there. I think we're probably going to be talking about the number 21 Arizona State Sun Devils when it's all said and done. Obviously, a big game this week against the Arizona Wildcats, a Territorial Cup. I see the Arizona Wildcats entering the chat as well, probably finding themselves at number 25, potentially number 24 in the CFP rankings. Do you have them somewhere in between?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked, and maybe I'm just more of a pessimistic sense, but I wouldn't be shocked if Arizona's ranked ahead of Arizona State.
Yeah, I think you're just a pessimist, honestly.
Well, I think realistically, when you look at, I know Baylor's not a good team, but they get a lot more respect than a Colorado team would, and they're a better team than Colorado as well. And Arizona put up a similar margin of victory and put up 40 points on Baylor. You know, Arizona is coming off of a win over Cincinnati as well, which was a big win. I would assume they're probably one of the last few out of the top 25. I wouldn't be shocked if Arizona leapfrogs Arizona State in the college football playoff rankings. Now, look, I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but this is also an Arizona team that is favored on the road against Arizona State this week. I do think that when you're looking at it from a national perspective, I wouldn't be shocked if people pick the Wildcats. Now, that being said, I do think Arizona State's a better football team. Arizona State has had to work against the odds much more. And Arizona State, I do believe, will win on Friday. But I think one thing has been clear this season, Totri, is that what you and I think about this team is not what people think nationally about this team. And if we want to talk about playing a clean football game and a clean win, Arizona didn't have the cleanest win at all against Baylor, but they had a cleaner one. And I just think that they might get that little bit of a bump and a little bit of a boost. I think if both of them are ranked, which I believe they will be, they'll be within 3 spots of each other no matter what, and they'll all be in the 20s. So at the end of the day, doesn't matter as much because you're going to play them this Friday and you need to beat them. And hopefully Arizona State is ranked higher. Hopefully they move up a lot and Arizona doesn't leapfrog them. I think all of that is certainly on the table. And what I'm thinking could happen is like, not like a, oh, wow, 75, 80, 90% this happens. Just like, hey, I wouldn't be shocked. You know, I think Arizona State probably ends up ranked ahead, but I wouldn't do a spit take if I saw the notification on my phone and it was like Arizona State 24, Arizona 23.
Well, look, will we get a ranked Territorial Cup matchup. Let us know in the comments, where should Arizona State and should Arizona be ranked in Tuesday night's CFP rankings? And for more news and notes as it relates to Arizona State, make sure you check out the PHNX Sun Devil Show.